Former presidential candidate Mike Huckabee joins me now by phone. Mike, first of all, did you ever expect it'd start something that would get this big this quickly?
No, Eric. I mean, this thing, we've had over 21 million views on my Facebook page. But this is a big day, not for Chick-fil-A, but for America and for people who believe that the First Amendment applies to everybody, including Christians, because I think a lot of people felt that if you're a Muslim and you take the position against same-sex marriage, Rahm Emanuel will put his arm around you in a public ceremony like he did to Louis Farrakhan the very day he was condemning Dan Cathy. And it's that hypocrisy and inconsistency and intolerance and bigotry toward Christians that I think a lot of people are just tired of.
All right, Mike, have you heard from Dan Cathy at all? I mean, he's the one who made the statement that really kind of started this movement on both sides. By the way, I think we're going to roll a couple of pictures in through here showing what's going on. But have you heard from Mr. Cathy?
No, I purposely had no contact with the company personally. I didn't want to make it look that I was coordinating some effort on their behalf. They never proposed this. They didn't promote it. There was no big PR effort. If there ever was a spontaneous grassroots initiative that happened because people felt that there was a basic sense of unfairness, this was that moment in the country that people just responded because they thought, gee, if they can tell Dan Cathy to shut up and if mayors can censor him, then who's next?
Right.
I think that's the way all of us feel.
And that's a great point. I mean, it's really more about the First Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, not from religion. What about the mayor? You mentioned Rahm Emanuel. He seemed to come out very, very much against, in Chicago. He came out very much against this whole movement. Also, the mayor in Boston as well. Have you heard from either of them?
No, I'd love to talk to him. I'd love to ask him what government authority gave them the right to censor commerce in their communities because they disagreed with someone who worked there. I think a lot of times we need to remember that the country is built on the idea that commerce ought to happen. Let me just say this, Eric. The CEOs of Apple Computers, Starbucks, Ben & Jerry's, Amazon, all support same-sex marriage, have given generously to it. But, I still drink Starbucks. I use my iPhone and MacBook. I'll order things on Amazon, and I'll eat Ben & Jerry's ice cream. I'm not buying their politics. I'm buying their products. And I think people need to quit being so ridiculously fearful that somebody might have a point of view that's different than mine. I expect people to have a different one. I just expect them to treat each other with civility and a sense of respect.
Mike, have you heard from any of the, the gay and lesbian groups in support? I know there's going to be a kiss-in on Friday. I get that. But are there any groups that are saying, look, we're gay, we're lesbian, but we're also for the First Amendment, so we're in support of you, Huckabee?
Yeah, to their credit, I think there have been a number of groups that have said that. There have been editorials in the LA Times and the Boston Globe and the New York Times, of all places, all recognizing that this is a fundamental issue where a mayor can't tell some executive that he can't have a point of view. Now, there have also been some very hateful things. One of the reasons I got involved was because of the extraordinarily vile things said to Dan Cathy, which was hate speech, economic bullying, trying to disenfranchise him from his ability to make a living and make a living for thousands of Chick-fil-A employees. There have been people who wish me dead on my Facebook page, and they've said some evil things. But after 20 years in politics, I've said it's going to take a whole lot more than that to make me upset. I'll have to take half a baby aspirin tonight just to sleep through that.
Half a baby. All right, Huck. Thank you so much, sir. We'll speak to you again soon.
All right, Eric. Good to talk to you.
You too, sir.